Hey EQRRC Marathoners, this is Coach Wes and we're here for a quick Thursday night video message as we head into a long distance run this coming Saturday. So here's the plan. This Saturday you guys are going to put in 14 miles of work, and for some of you this is going to be the longest run you've ever done, which hopefully feels kind of exciting. And I think we're going to have great conditions for it. They're calling for 55 degrees for a low on Saturday morning and 75 for a high. Now we won't get anywhere near that high, but it is going to be a little warm. So keep that in mind, and remember that we always dress as if it's 10 degrees warmer than the air temperature. So when you step out your door, plan to dress as if it was 65 degrees when you start running. So again, we're going to do 14 miles. I'm going to do my best to really make the course as flat as possible, with the exception that I wanted you guys to take on the hill on Irvine that you're going to see during the OC Marathon course. So I've attached it to this email, the course that you guys are going to run. It's going to be a 2-mile warm-up and a 2-mile cool-down. And after that 2-mile warm-up, you will have the opportunity to ditch your fuel replacement if you want it. With it being a little warmer, though, I am going to recommend that you carry your fluids with you. Now, what we want to use this Saturday's 14-miler for is really just to start developing some patterns more than anything else. We really want to take all the guesswork out of what's going to get you to the starting line of the OC Marathon in the best preparation and the best shape possible. So I want you to start using the next couple days to figure out really what type of food are you going to take in. So let's talk about tomorrow being Friday. I want tomorrow to feel like it's a carb loading day. Now what's worked for me in the past are just simple carbs. I shy away from whole grains, whole wheats, because the fiber that they carry actually ends up bogging down my gastrointestinal tract. And the last thing you want to do when you're out there running 14 miles is feel like you have to go to the bathroom. So I'm going to recommend actually that you take in some processed carbs. Now what's worked for me on those processed carbs in the past is white rice. It's simple, it's light, and you can usually get in a good amount of carbs without eating a ton of volume of food. So I'm going to recommend you take in at least 2 to 3 servings of white rice tomorrow. And if you want a very specific brand, I get mine from Wahoo's Fish Tacos, and it works wonders, and it's delicious. It's awesome. So that would be one suggestion. The other thing that's worked for me in the past is a type of bread that Trader Joe's carries, and it's called naan. I think I'm pronouncing that appropriately. N-A-A-N is the spelling of it. And it's an Indian bread, and it's kind of a thicker bread, and I'll use it and I'll make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and usually put down 2 of those throughout the day. Now what you want to think about doing is getting in approximately 3 to 4 grams of carbohydrate per pound of body weight. And that's a lot of carbs. For example, if you had a 150-pound person and they were doing 4 grams of carbohydrates, that's 600 grams of carbohydrates, which would equate to 2,400 calories of only carbohydrates. So the reality is it's going to probably end up being 90% or so of your intake tomorrow will feel like it's carbs. Make sure you still get in some good fats in the form of olive oils and nuts and things of that nature. And make sure you definitely take in some lean proteins like chicken and fish. But I'm just going to really recommend that you try and get in some extra processed white carbs more than anything else. I'd really stay away from it being things that are sweet or things that are going to carry extra fat with them, because the extra fat content of those foods is going to tie up the GI tract and it's going to be harder for you to digest and process. So with that being said, hopefully that gives you some ideas of what to do for your calorie intake. The other thing is fluids. Again, it's going to be warm this weekend, so take in a lot of extra fluids tomorrow. I want you to feel like you're carrying a water bottle around you with all the time. It should be feeling like you have to go to the bathroom a good bit, and you'll always know that you're properly hydrated if your urine stream before you run is clear. So those are my suggestions going into Saturday. I want you guys to, again, just build patterns. If you have any questions, reach out to me. I'll give you what's worked for me in the past, and hopefully we can start this Saturday off being the right type of pattern for what's going to work as we go into the OC Marathon. I'm really looking forward to it. I hope that you guys have a good rest of your Friday and just do a nice light cross-training day. And I look forward to seeing you guys Saturday morning at 6:30 at Equinox. Take care. Have a good night.